Ring up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up, or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is the Sunday, the 14th of July, 2024, and I'm once again leaving yourself another daily message asking you to engage with me, to let me know what legal rights I have, what legal rights my brother has, especially now that you've abducted him and holding him hostage in your care facility for over 340 days, coming to be nearly a year now. What has justified all this? You know, you've simply come down and told a pack of lies, knowing the fact that I was going to expose you in the court process and highlight your fraud and deception. But to what, in what arena? The courts are clearly fraudulent, corrupt, compromised, according to and which you have sabotaged and are working in your best interest, and are truly not, and are not independent. And it's this aspect of independency that's the key aspect here. In order for you to perpetuate your lies and build up trust, what you have to do is peddle the absurdity that all these institutions are independent, to deny the fact that actually they're not independent. They all work under your whims and controls, and you are, as a local authority, tyrants, and have gone rogue as a local authority and become tyrannical and abusive and oppressive and corrupt, and this is the reality, isn't it? The only way you could avoid the allegations of being tyrannical, oppressive, and corrupt is to say, no, we're all independent, and we're all independently doing our jobs and working to as a safeguarding against corruption by being independent. And that's why it's important for you to peddle the notion, excuse me, that's why it's very important for you to peddle the notion that they're all independent. We're all independent. The NHS is independent. The GP private, the GP contracted out are private. They're all independent. They're just oversight, but we're all independent. So all the healthcare facilities, all the healthcare providers are independent from the local authority social services. But how is that independence works when you got social workers such as Christopher Browell and such as Vicina Brown and Nadia Khan and Mark Truin, all working working out of the Care Trust? Oh no, we're just absconded. No, it's not. You have a managerial role within the organisation. You, the local authority, Bradford City Council, and Bradford District Care Trust, and Bradford NHS teaching hospitals are all basically one organisation, just different departments, really. But not only that, through my experience, how is there any independence between the Public Guardianship Office and yourself? How is there any independence between yourself and the Care Quality Commission? How is there any independence from yourself and the Information Commissioner's Office? They're all different departments of the same overall organisation, isn't it? You're all organised to work collectively as one big family. You all work in each other's best interest and exploit the vulnerable people out there, the members of the public, the civilians that you're meant to be serving and protecting and providing a service to and a function to. The reality is that you hold members of the public, such as myself and such as everybody else, that is a ratepayer, that is a voter and a ratepayer. You hold them in disdain and contempt because you can't do your jobs properly. And so rather than fixing yourself up, and you look to project out all your failures onto those that you're meant to be serving and protecting and safeguarding, and who are paying you for the services that you're meant to be providing. So you treat us as citizens with disdain and contempt, to exploit and plunder from us, while you, the professional corpse of elitists, are working in a public expense, all collude and conspire to protect each other's rights and protect our human rights and dignities and protections, and under the veil of professionalism. They are all professional elitists working together to maintain the narrative that all of you are doing your jobs collectively well. And the reality is you're not doing it well. All you're doing is peddling lies and deceptions and for fraud and corruption, and hoping to get away with it. And this is exactly and me and my family are a clear indication of what's happening happening here. You are doing this for your own personal benefit, for your own personal, to keep your own personal careers protected and secured, and are looking to throw me and my family under the bus. And this is one of the reasons that you are failing to now engage with me. Why are you refusing to engage with me? Why can I not speak to my brother? This is exactly what the reason. This is exactly what you achieved in my mother's case. Why could I not speak to my mother? There were numerous attempts made on my mother's life, going well before when you killed her off in January 2022. I remind myself that you had attempted to murder her off by utilizing my nefarious siblings to take her to Mecca to kill her off back in 2015. So 7 years before you killed her off. So that 7 year time period from 2015, or from 20, I would say from 2015, if not earlier. That 7 year time period, numerous attempts were made to end my mother's life. It's not just the fact that you eventually had to get the High Court involved and High Court justices involved and buy their services off in order to separate her from me, to isolate her, to medicate her, and then to steal her estate. That's how it works. In isolate, medicate, steal the estate, and kill him off. That's exactly the process now underway. You've isolated my brother. You're medicating him. You're in the process of stealing all his estate by dissipating all his funds to pay for a care provider that he's not asked for, that he does not need, that's not appropriate for him. But it is in your best interest to put him into that facility so you can then have a tick box exercise. Well, this is just a tick box exercise for you in it, and you're failing flat on your face each single time with your lies and deceptions and corruptions, and so you can now dissipate all his money, and then eventually when all the money's gone, oh no, he just died of pneumonia, or no, but this is what, no, it's not going to be pneumonia this time, it's going to be, or diabetes in it, or he died of his diabetes. That's what you've given him. So you know the fact that mental health is not a degenerative condition, so you've orchestrated and manufactured a degenerative condition such as diabetes, that you can then state that, or because of his lack of medication to diabetes he's died, and as a consequence, we do it, and it's just unfortunate. And this is exactly what you did in my mother's case as well. You tried to contrive a situation to end her life. What, did she die of pneumonia? How did she die of pneumonia in my absence? You understand? It's just all lies. Or did she die of COVID? Who gave her the vaccine? Did we ask you to give the vaccine to her? It's all lies and deception. And why is that then subsequently a cover-up? So you do things brazenly, it falls flat on your face, then you look to recalibrate, try again, fall flat on your face, and then eventually look to undergo the cover-up. And it's always the cover-up that gets you in the end, isn't it? Because you go above and beyond to try to cover things up. Now, there's several people that under my care or under my stewardship that have died, that you're fully responsible for as a local authority, with your collusion and collaboration with West Yorkshire Police, the Coroner's Office, the courts and tribunals, the judges. Everything is all working collectively in your best interest for you to maintain the narrative of authority and control.
You're approaching the maximum allowed time for recording a message. If you wish to record further, please choose the append option from the menu. If you've finished recording, just hang up. If you don't carry on recording or hang up, your message will be deleted. To listen to your message, press 1. Please record the rest of your message after the tone. When you've finished recording, press the hash key.
Yes, Mr. Kenna, time is once again getting the better of me, and I'm going to stop and just remind you that it's a daily charge of £1 million a day now that you, the local authority, in collaboration with all your associates and partners, are now liable for, and independently, the care home now fully being made aware of the Sunningdale care home is equally now liable for a daily charge of £1 million, because I've made them aware of this fraud and corruption that's presently undergoing, and Mr. David Crabtree is personally liable because he knows what's going on. He's commissioned out his services. He's commissioned out his care home facility of Sunningdale Care Home to act as an unlawful private prison to incarcerate and detain my brother unlawfully, so then you can maintain your narrative and agenda to target and victimize us, because you can't do your jobs properly. And so in order for you to maintain the narrative that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But you've reached the maximum time available for recording your message. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message sent. Goodbye.
So they must now maintain the narrative and illusion and perception that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing, when the reality couldn't be further from the truth. When this couldn't be further from the truth, the reality is that they are incapable, incompetent, and negligent, and malicious and malevolent, and they can't do their jobs properly, and therefore must look to peddle lies and deception, fraud and corruption, in order to maintain the narrative that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, obviously I need to speak to my brother to verify that he's still, being, the condition I've seen him in is truly deplorable. I've then raised safeguarding alerts. I've then raised this issue with the police, all being sidelined and sidestepped, because now obviously what they need to do is they now quickly need to rush to, they've isolated him. They've commissioned the services of not only the other agencies, but also my family members, my nieces and nephews, my brothers and sisters, all to collaborate and cooperate with the council to help murder my brother so that they can save on cost and care, and continue to maintain this facade and lie.